Good morning, YouTube family. South Texas Prepper here. Today's Thursday, March the 2nd, 2023. Guys, what I wanted to talk about today is regarding Walmart. So, in the past month or so, I saw a lot of videos of Walmarts that have been closing. Certain Walmarts, especially in Illinois, they had a lot of Walmarts close up there, especially in the Midwest. I believe there was a few in Oregon. But it's funny because yesterday I had read a story. I believe it was yesterday about. I mean, the story says that all the WalMarts in Portland, Oregon, are closing down. So oddly enough, yesterday on the way home, I stopped at a Walmart that's on my way home, and usually there's in the past, especially since the health crisis, there's been days where you would go in and certain parts of the store are short, they're not fully stocked or whatever. But yesterday, it seemed like the whole store, the entire store was literally almost like they were just letting the stock run out. There was huge gaps in almost everything. The selection, the amount of products that were available, the different brands, as well as the quantity. And this was throughout the store. I'm talking about every department, the grocery department, the grocery section. Excuse me, the grocery section, and the other areas, like especially where there's like hygiene products, things like that, soap, toothpaste, things like that, shaving cream, whatever. So I always felt that particular location was either would one day close. I mean, because if you go up maybe like two or 3 miles up on that same main boulevard, there's another Walmart, and that Walmart is mainly for there's an old Air Force base there. It's a joint Air Force base. It's basically civilian now, but a Brooks joint base. Brooks. It used to be Brooks Air Force base. Now they call it Brooks City Base, and you have a lot of just different contractors. You have civilian and military, and there's a lot of money there. So that Walmart, there's a big Walmart. There's a lot of stores there, newer stores, and I think that Walmart, and usually I like to go to that Walmart because it just has more products. Now, to be fair, there are certain things in this older Walmart that I'm talking about where they do have more stuff in certain sections, but I believe the writing's been on the wall for a while. But I think yesterday, because of all these stories that about all these Walmarts closing down, I thought it was relevant for me to share it with y'all. And it just, in my opinion, it shows maybe the health of the economy. There's a lot of nationwide, right? But this is the first time I see here really where regarding the Walmarts that I think they're gonna close this one down. Now, to contrast that, other parts of the economy here, at least so far, like I've said before, it's still going, but I see the policies of the federal government or whoever's running them, these big corporations. They're I think they really do want to bring in this reset, and so that they can bring in their own currency, that digital currency. And I think these things are all connected, especially how they have us at war, or they have most of the world on the brink of global war out there in Eastern Europe. I think it's all by design. I'm gonna leave a link in the description with the story from Portland. Also, I'm gonna leave a link to Preparedness Now. I was listening to a video of his this morning on the way to work, which I do pretty much every morning, and he brings up a lot of points and a lot of his own educated opinions that I share, and that these policies that affect all of us, and benefit other nations that are out there in Asia, and if you know what I'm saying, and in Eastern Asia. I think it's all by design. If you look into the investments that these politicians and big corporations here in America they're invested out there in Eastern Asia. They have a lot of investments, a lot of money tied up over there. So I think I believe that if America falls, the rest of the free world will fall like very fast. I'm not gonna pretend that I know every single detail, but I have a general idea of how the commercial world works, and it's global, right? And America is their turn has they've had their shot, and now these elites, or whatever you want to call them, are they're giving out there they're gonna what's the word I'm looking for? They're gonna use the people from the East. It's their turn to get used. You know what I'm saying? But they have a lot of purchasing power. They're gonna be consuming now. So anyway, guys, I'm just trying to say that another thing before I forget. This past week I had a lot of big I had a lot of big expenditures, right, in my household that I had to take care of, and we've dug into it. We've been using our preps, right, and it really is not even making a dent, but at the same time you see that you're using up some things, right, and I'm just very grateful that I stocked up when I did, how as long as I've been doing, and how I've been doing it, because these preps really came through for us. They're coming through for us. So, guys, I can't stress enough how important it is. Whether even if the economy was great, whatever, but your emergency preparedness, especially with food. Medicine, also with medicine, we've used that up. We had I guess like a flu go through our household. Me and my son got sick, but our over the counter meds are, we use a lot of essential oils and teas. We drink a lot of different teas that are healthy for us, and are specifically good for colds and flu, things of that nature. We have that stocked up, and those things really came through for us. So I can't stress enough, guys, for y'all to stock up. So anyway, guys, I'll leave those links in the description, and just keep stocking up, guys. I see, you see a lot of prosperity. You see people buying things, and you see, I'm not saying that's a sign of prosperity, but you see people, money exchanging hands. But I have seen that activity like really slow down. Even right now that it's like income tax season, a lot of people are getting back their what do you call it, their taxes, right? A lot of people are getting their money is hitting from the IRS. Usually I would see around this time of year, I would see a lot of activity, and I'm not seeing that this year. Not really. Not like I've seen in other years. It's very it's kind of not as busy, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, maybe I've just haven't seen. I've maybe while I've been out there was not the day where people are out there. And maybe they did it on another day when I wasn't out there. So I'm just saying that from from my experience, usually there's a lot more activity. So anyway, guys, good talking to y'all. I hope you have a great day. Y'all just keep preparing, okay, guys? And y'all take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.